The peace of the graveyard, does not translate to actual peace of the executive system.
Yes, welcome to Noble TV Live. Today we are looking at the issue of the apology that was actually delivered to the governor of Edo State, Obaseki Godwin, by his estranged deputy governor. Of course, if you have been following the political trends in Nigeria, particularly Edo State, you will understand that this issue of the governor against the deputy against the governor have been trending for too long. And just some days ago, we heard that the deputy have actually apologized to the governor, and the governor, of course, has accepted the apology and promised that they will live peacefully going forward. And of course, this has been received as a welcome development by political watchers. But is it all political watchers that have actually accepted the apology, or are there some that are still having some reservations? With me to answer this question is no other person than a great journalist. I'm talking of Gray Amona. Yeah, welcome sir, to the program.
Thank you.
Yes, you heard what I said about Obaseki and his estranged deputy governor.
Yes.
Yeah, and you heard also that the deputy governor has apologized to the governor. Is it a welcome development? And if it is, how is it going to, manifest in the days ahead in Edo State governorship election coming up in 2024?
I will not say it's a welcome development at all, especially for democracy. Because the beauty of democracy is, freedom to act, think and act independently. So if that freedom is curtailed, because of, muscling of opinion, muscling of, reaction, sentiments, it does not actually promote the democratic culture, the sustenance of democratic values. First of all, the deputy governor, Shaibu, is entitled to whatever aspirations, he probably nurtured or, expressed. And if any watcher of the whole development will know clearly that the incumbent, actually wants Shaibu not to toe that line of independent gubernatorial aspiration. See, Korodomido, that is the problem of democracy in the third world. We used to have a course, African Government and Politics. Dr. Abdullahi, I think maybe professor now, retired, I don't know. He actually was a course lecturer. African Government and Politics is supposed to be an idea of political science scholarship, an item of political science scholarship, but it kind of dovetails with the problem of political development in this part of the world. Why is the incumbent always jittery, about the aspirations of, either the deputy or maybe the speaker? Whenever there is an expression of interest in the gubernatorial race, Governor Obaseki is as good as completely run the full course, the full circle rather, with regard to his gubernatorial, position. So the nervous attitude of incumbents is hard to explain. So are you saying the apology now from the deputy will kind of usher in peace in Edo State, or it will aggravate the graveyard, the peace that is actually prevalent in that place? The peace of the graveyard, does not translate to actual peace of the executive system. You understand? That kind of apology is admission, is a kind of moral cowardice. On the other hand, it's also an expression of helplessness, political helplessness on the part of the footballer, politician. Let me say football.
Okay, now
I like football. So.
Now, but if you go back to history and attempt at actually recognizing the reasons why these issues came up in the first place, like you have, like in other states, you have 3 senatorial districts. West District, Senatorial District, has produced the governor of Edo State at least twice.
Yes.
Then the Edo East, as it were,
yes.
have also produced the past governor before Obaseki.
Yes,
and now Shaibu is trying to become the next governor after Obaseki. Instead of allowing Edo Central, Edo North now. Instead of allowing Edo Central now that has never had, a stake, a shot on the president.
That's the
Esan, yes. So if you look at would you say Obaseki was too ambitious by stopping or by ensuring that if you like, justice is done or equity is actually shown by ensuring that the shift to Edo Central?
The principle of rotation has its own intrinsic factors, but the most important thing is allowing the democratic spirit to thrive. Yes, if there is a gentleman's agreement about the entitlement of a part of Edo State to the gubernatorial slot over time, different time frames, well, that is part of the it's part of the logistics of ensuring that, or it's part of the logic anyway. Logic is independent causation, allowing the democratic system to be sustained. The issue is if Shaibu'S aspiration does not cohere, with the actual distribution of offices or entitlements in the different areas, that does not explain away the actual muscling of Shaibu'S democratic aspirations. Now, the watcher of democratic governance will be more morally alarmed at the Muslim, because if he is muscled out of contention, that completely forecloses any other parameter with regard to the distribution of or rotation of power among the different components of the political geography of Edo State.
Okay, now two in one.
More serious.
Yes, now 2 in 1. You are saying that yes. If Obaseki wanted to actually stop Obaseki, you would have allowed him to go Shaibu to stop Shaibu. You would have allowed him to go to the primaries and also ensure that he stopped at that level. That's what you are saying. And secondly, now we have away from politics now. In management, we have situations where we are given a kind of projects, or if you like, case studies on how to handle difficult bosses, or how to handle difficult subordinates.
Yes.
Have you seen? Can you relate this Obaseki Shaibu'S case as either the boss' inability to handle subordinate that is difficult, or the subordinate's inability to handle difficult boss? The two. How do you see this situation, and how can politicians actually wriggle themselves out of this kind of scenarios?
Authoritarian behavior patterns. The authoritarian behavior pattern is not welcome in a democratic setting. So if you have an authoritarian boss or a demanding and somehow unruly subordinate, the picture will shift more to the assault on democratic values by the authoritarian boss. You find that somehow the purveyors, the moral purveyors of democratic practice, they are not usually sympathetic when it has to do with the boss. The reason? The custodian of office is seen more as the protector of the survival of the system rather than the subordinate. Yes, it is easy to come to the conclusion that, well, Shaibu should have stuck, should have respected the gentleman's agreement about power shift instead of nursing, gubernatorial ambition. But the assault on democratic values is more personified, around the behavior of the boss because of this muscling. The lockout of the deputy governor is a reminder of medieval, political systems more than anything. That was crude, unforgivable, unpardonable, and a major assault on the growth and development of democratic values.
Okay, viewers, here is where we are drawing the curtain on this issue of Shaibu and Obaseki's tango, in Edo State. Hoping that you have watched and you are making up your mind also on what to share with others, in the comment section. So don't fail to comment, share, and subscribe. This is Noble TV Live, and my name remains Augustine Milo, who I've been discussing with Gray and Mona. Thank you very much.